Good morning to all. This is Dr. R. Lakshmi Narayanan about advanced programming practice using Java. Today's our session is about methods. We'll share the document just a minute. So we'll see what is method, and in today's session we are going to discuss about the functions, function definition, and function declaration. How to call the function and how to do our function arguments. How to make a function arguments by using this methods. Okay. In Java, like types of methods are there. Like we can say it's a predefined method, like predefined functions and the user-defined functions are there. So the predefined functions, we cannot do anything like methods like square root and methods like print, or these are all the predefined methods that we cannot change or we cannot do anything. And when you use a user-defined methods, function user-defined function, the function name can be declared by you, like us, and then we can pass any arguments or parameter, like whatever you want, like to bring an output. Then you can write the body of the statement by your own content, like your own statements. That is a user-defined methods, user-defined methods, user-defined. Okay. So in this user-defined methods and with this help of this both user-defined methods and predefined methods, we can write n number of programs. So in this one, we are going to do a function declaration, function definition, and function call. So the function declaration is first we need to declare a function, then we need to define a function inside the program. Then later on we have to call the functions to execute like whatever you defined in the function. So the declaration part is like whenever you declare a program like a method that later part of the program, like you can define anyone inside the program. So first we need to declare, then can define, and then that can call the program, like call the method, and then can do operations. So this is about function declaration methods and like method declaration, calling and definitions. So a Java method, like we can say it is a collection of statement. Like method is a collection of statement that can be grouped together to perform some operations. That's what we are talking about. Like for example, when you call a function called System.out.println, this is a method. For example, the system actually executes several statements in one order to display the message. It comes like that. That by it can be done by using the console. Okay. So to create a Java method, we need to write a syntax like we need to write a modifier like access specifier, public or private or protected. So here in this program, we declare like that, like whether it is a public or private or see here we have declared before declaring the method, we need to like whatever either defining or declaration. We need to say it is a comes under which modifier and return type. Then followed by that, we have to write a return type. Then we have to write a method name of the method. Okay. So this is the method, like either passing or declaring or something like method. Okay, like creating a method. After that, we can pass a parameter list like arguments, or either we don't need to pass an argument. By this, we can write a method or create a method. Okay. The source code is like if it is like public static int main function in the sense, then we have to go for the main functions to call the method from the system. Okay, here you see in a class in a Java in object-oriented programming, with its advanced programming practices. Here you see the class computers. Class called as a computer. So the class name is computer, and inside the class we have declared a number of many methods, like method called as an add, and this is also an add, and this is also an add. We can also pass the method like sum, or else we can pass the method like sub, whatever. Okay. Here I have used this add method is used for uh, teach you about and method overloading. Teach you about and method overloading. Here you see overloading the method. See the same method name with some statement. I'm giving with the same again. I'm passing the same method name, but different statement. The statement whatever you can give. That's not an like that. Not that's not an issue. But whatever the parameter we are passing, that's matter in the methods passing. Okay. So this statement we call it as method or function definition. The three things it's very important while you are talking about a methods or function. Function declaration, function definition, and function calling. So here in this program, we didn't declare any function. In the case, if you want to declare a function, you have to declare like this. You have to declare a method like this. So this is the method declaration. Either we need to say it is a public or like we have to declare like this. Here it will not accept, but for that reason, we are going for an abstraction that I will tell you how to declare a method. And after that, after declaring the method, we have to define the methods. We need to define the methods. So this part is called definition. So I'm declared a method with some arguments and I am giving the statement. So that this statement is called as a definition. So this is the method overloading. So method overloading is with different types like methods. Default method is there. Like see, this is function with argument, function with argument, function without argument. So if I'm not using this, then this is function without argument, and this is function with argument. Okay, and we should not repeat. We can repeat the method name, but we should not repeat the arguments name inside the like arguments number of arguments and exact count and name should not be repeated again in another method. So then that will not be a, it will show an error, then that will not be a method overloading. So this, see here in this method, we passed a method name and then two arguments we have passed. Here, three arguments we have passed. Here also we are passing the two arguments, but two different data types. Here integer we passed with n1 and 2. Here double we are passing with n1 and 2. Okay. And these inside the class, all these things like whatever you did, that all comes under method overload. And this overload method should be called in the main function to execute it. So in the main function, you see here this statement already are familiar about, like you people are familiar about it. Like we need to create an object for the class, and this is the syntax for creating an object. New computer is a like computer is a computers is a class name, and for this class name we need to create an object called as an SC, and everything will be a keyword called as a new, and we have created a method. This object has been created. So with the help of this object, we can able to access all the data and member function inside the classes. So data in the sense, so this is the data like n1, n2 is the data, and that will be available inside the method itself. So we are accessing the method by like this. See, C is an object which we created for the class. So with the help of that C, we can able to call the method. Say I'm calling this method. See, three arguments we are passing, argument n1, n2, and n3. So I'm passing the value for n1, n2, and n3. And it will add all the values. See, the statement we have given to add all the values and then will return the value as 16. You know, will return in, see here, I'm storing all these value. I'm not printing anything at here. I'm just returning it. But to print that, we need to go for another line. So this statement is to be printed. So if you want to print this method, we have to store this method in another variable. When you print this variable, it will return the value of whatever you given in this method. Understood? So this is about the today's session. So today's session we have discussed about a method overloading, method declaration, method definition and method calling. All are very simple, very simple method. So just we are declaring the method and then we can define the method like with some statements with different types of arguments. And for method overloading, the same method name but different arguments we can pass it and then can use it in this method. So like calling method and keyword, we are passing the method and passing parameter by the value and passing like method overloading everything is fine. Like I hope you people understand about it. So we'll see you on the next session before this.